spoon of olive oil in my pan, and to that I'm going to add my diced ham. And that is, this recipe is all about, my heat is on medium, by the way. I like starting with the ham first because I want to render up some of that flavor into the oil. The fats and everything is going to add a lovely flavor here. But this recipe came about with the sort of ends of ham that I had. I gave it a rough chop, and some of it I'm doing this recipe. And if you go back to my channel at Caribbean Pot, you will see that I did a fried rice with leftover ham on there as well. However you chop it up and whatever you do as far as size and everything is totally optional. I mean, open to your creativity or whatever sizes. Where was I going with that? Anyhow, chop up the ham to your own liking, alright? It's been about 3 minutes and you can see the ham is already starting to leave that fond on the bottom there. That sort of dark area, that remnants of niceness happening there, there's a lot of flavor there. At this point we're going to start adding the other ingredients to the pot. An assortment of bell peppers, scallion, and a medium onion thinly sliced. To that I'm going to add some black pepper. The fresh ground is always best in my humble opinion, but if you don't have fresh ground, don't fret, don't sweat too much, and it's a great opportunity here, like I said, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, to use the remnants of ham or leftover ham that you may have. This is great in the morning for breakfast. If you're doing a brunch, you can do that as well too. And if you wanted to make this into a sort of a stir-fry combo kind of thing, you can add zucchini in here, broccoli in here, cabbage will stretch it for a lot more people, thinly sliced carrots. You understand where I'm going with this, right? Because you can just add about anything that you enjoy in here. I like adding the sort of baby leaves of thyme in there, just the baby ones. I don't want anything that's going to potentially, you see this is nice and lemony and very baby-like. Just some fresh thyme in there, essentially is what I'm trying to say. And you don't want much. You don't want to overpower that lovely smokiness from the ham and everything else. I also like adding a bit of tomato ketchup. Bring a nice little sweetness, a little bit of balance, and the acidity from there again. So sweetness and acidity, because that ham is very rich, yeah. And I also like a tiny bit of mushroom flavored soy sauce. I won't be adding any salt to this because that ham I know is already packing quite a bit of sodium in there, and that mushroom flavored soy sauce, yeah, with the salt going on there too. Yeah, all we have to do is give that a good stir now. Use your spoon to scrape the bottom of the pan here, because again, that is where flavor lives. And all you're pretty much doing is cooking this for about 4 or 5 minutes, just until the peppers are nice and soft. You'll notice I didn't add any Scotch bonnet pepper in here. No Caribbean sunshine this rounds, but if spicy is your thing and you want to add a little kick with that Scotch bonnet pepper or habanero, whatever pepper that you have on hand there, you can certainly rock that. All I'm going to do, I'm not going to cover my pan, but my pan has been on a medium flame all this while, in case if I didn't already mention that. 4 or 5 minutes and we good, some toast, some eggs, however you like it, scrambled sunny side up. For me it's easy over. I like to break that yolk and a nice little runniness happening there. But again, so versatile because you can add anything in here. You want to eat it with rice, go ahead and eat it with rice. But for me, this is a nice little breakfast, something on a Saturday or Sunday or the weekend. Yeah, man. And just before I turn off my stove, I'm going to hit that with some parsley, just to brighten it up a little bit, and the parsley will help to cut some of the fat that's in that pork as well. What's up, soldiers? Listen, if you enjoy this recipe, I'd really appreciate it if you hit subscribe and click that bell notification thing. If you've made the recipe, take a picture and send it to me. Email address down here. I mean, trying to tell people the email address, them butts will take the address and do all kind of thing with it. And tag me on Instagram at Caribbean Pot. I really appreciate you guys, and thanks for being in my kitchen with me today. Irie. Chris here, CaribbeanPot.com. Always a pleasure having you all in the kitchen with me. I just shut the stove off. And I'm going to tuck in. I just need some toast this time. And you know, you can make sandwiches with this as well too. Eh? I'm telling you, it's very versatile. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, brunch, dinner. You know, we add that cabbage and whatever else to here, and you want to add some noodles. Boom, bam, thank you, ma'am. You got a one-pot dish. Irie? Irie.